Change. Why are some people able to change easily while other people struggle? Why can some people, see something and say, oh, I have to do it that way, and they change easily while other people cannot change? It's very simple. You can't just be a fan of change. You have to be a doer. So today I'm going to talk a few minutes about what you can do to help yourself be able to change your circumstances, change your life for the better. Hi, my name is Clayton Frazier. I'm an entrepreneur, an inspiring life coach, and motivational speaker. And I'd like to welcome you to my channel. If you're new and haven't subscribed already, please do, as I create a video once a week about intentional living, self-help, successful habits, and business ideas that I hope will help you in the future. And today's topic is one that's very dear to me because it's one I've struggled with many different times over the years. I found it very hard in many areas of my life. It's change. Simple as that. Because in order for us to get ahead, we usually have to change something in our life. But all of us resist change, and you see other people, they can change very easily. And I always wondered why. Well, I was at a meeting a couple weeks ago and I heard a great speaker say, don't just be a fan, you need to be a follower. And I said, well, what does that really mean? Well, how many of us, read a good book, go to a good meeting, hear a good speaker, watch a good TV show, watch a good documentary, all different things we see, and they say, well, if you do this, you'll be successful. If you do this, you'll be successful. And we say, that's great, I'm going to do that. You're going to see me start tomorrow. I'm going to start my diet tomorrow. I'm going to start my lifestyle change. We're all excited. And, next day comes up, nothing happens. Next day, nothing happens. Or we do it 1 or 2 days and we stop. Why? Well, how many of us are really a doer or just a fan of change? We hear that and we're, yay, we can do that. We can change our lifestyle just like they did. But then we don't put the work in, and that's the problem. So many of us are just a fan of change instead of an actual doer of change. Nothing will come easy. It never does in life. And if you're just a fan, it'll always be that way. You have to be a doer. Simple as that, And how can you do that? Well, let's start off small. How many people do you know hear a great motivational speaker or talk to somebody who's been working on themselves for maybe 5, 10 years? And they say, oh, I love what you've done with yourself. Think I'm going to start that. And then they do it for 1 or 2 days and they stop because they get discouraged. And it's like they expect instant results. Well, you're not going to have instant results. It's simple as that. If you want to change, it takes time. You got to put your effort in day by day by day, little by little by little. So don't make a fan to lose 20 pounds in 1 month. Why not try to lose a pound this week? And if you do lose that pound that week, we'll say, ooh, that change worked. What happens when the change does work? You stop being a fan and you start being a doer of the change. You say, well, if that worked to lose 1 pound, maybe if I keep doing it, I'll lose 2 pounds, right? You got to take baby steps. It's everything in life. You can't expect instant results. And that's why I always say with change, don't just be a fan of change. You need to be a doer of change. You need to figure out what works for you. Something that works for me might not work for you. And that's what I love about YouTube. You can see so many different videos on YouTube of how you can change yourself. There's thousands of them there, probably hundreds of thousands of them there. Are every one of them going to work for me or you? No. But what if you take a little bit from each one and put it together and find it works for you? Don't just watch the video and say, oh yeah, he's right, I need to change. And I love what he says. And then you don't do anything because it's not going to work. Simple as that. You can't just cheer people on and be a fan of it, It's like sports. We're all great fans of sports teams, but you got to be a doer. We don't win the championships. Our teams that we cheer for win the championships because they're doing it. They win the championships. We're the fan. And it's the same in life. If you want to change your financial circumstances, well, don't just say, oh, I should do this. You got to start doing it. You know, you're struggling financially. Well, look for ways you can save some money. Look for ways you can make second income. There's tons of different ways you can make extra money, but it's not going to happen unless you work. The same with anything in life. You got to stop being a fan and start being a doer. Simple as that. If you want to change, you got to start doing stuff. And that's why I always like to tell people is little by little by little adds up to a big result. Simple as that. There's great sayings on here, you can't take the elevator to success, you have to take the stairs. One step at a time. And it's the same with change. You can only do change yourself one step at a time, but you gotta stop being a fan and start being a doer. Simple as that. Nothing will change until you do. And you gotta do it in baby steps. You know, there's far in between the people that are able to instantly change everything and be successful instantly. You gotta start somewhere and work your way up. I once heard a great leader in one of the companies I work for say, before you're great, you gotta be good. Before you're good, you gotta be bad. And before you're bad, you have to start. Simple as that, right? You're not gonna instantly be great. But the biggest thing is stop being a fan and start being a doer. I hope this helps some of you. I look forward to sharing many more videos with you. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that you'll be aware of future videos. And I look forward to sharing my journey with you. Have a great day.